Okay, let's show you the money. Let's figure out how to make some money up in here. Because Wakana's got it where you can. And there's several ways. It starts here with your online dispensary. Everybody here has an online dispensary. You got a website. That's your store. You could go get a brick and mortar, but I mean, you would only be you'd be confined only to the people in your vicinity or in your neighborhood or your region. But if you have a brick and mortar, I'm not saying anything against it, but it's the best of both worlds when you have a brick and mortar and an online, because now people can leave your store and go to the website and they can tell families and friends no matter what city or state they live in. And you earn money without even holding the inventory. 20 to 50%, they get free shipping now with $50 or more, affordable, natural, and organic products. But the question is, how do I go from 20 and increase my income? I've never been in a company before until now that the more money I brought in, the more they paid me. And that's what happens here at Wakana. There are 4 numbers that you should remember. 4, 500, 1,000, 2,500, 5,000. That's it. 500, 1,000, 2,500, 5,000. Our CSO has been challenging us this month to hit that 1,000. What does that mean? Customers come to your website, nobody else. It's all about you. So when you tell me, I don't want to build a team, I don't want to talk to nobody, I don't care. You got your own website, work it, promote it, make it all about you. Solo, you got a solo sport you're playing, but you do need people to come to your website. And you're shooting after 500, 1,000, 2,500, or $5,000 in CV. CV stands for commissionable volume. What does that mean? It means that the company does not pay you on the retail price of a product. They go bankrupt. Every product has a CV. That's what you get paid on. I'll show you that in a minute. But what's important is you need to know, what CV do I need to hit every single month? Starts over every month. So when you hit 500, all of a sudden you get a raise. Now, how do you find that CV? Or how do you keep up with it? Today is the what? What's today's date? The 28th of the month. You ought to know what your CV is by now. You should have gone in your back office, gone to your My Team. I showed you that in the phone. That's why I wanted to show it to you, because I told you we were going there. The data viewer, and you want to find out what your CV is. All right, so here we go. Let me show you on the laptop. Everything is much easier to see on a laptop or computer, only because you have more space. But you sign in, you gotta be signed in. You can't do this as a customer. Only distributors have access to this information. So I'm going to My Team, Data Viewer. Data Viewer is your best friend. And when you go there, now you're going to see something that looks like this. Has columns. Right now we're concerned about one particular column, CV. And we're concerned about one particular row, personal. That's you. This example here, this person in one calendar month did $527.16 in CV. Guess what? They didn't get paid 20%. Now, anything under that starts at 20%. How cool is that? How good is that? I've been in companies where they get paid 8%. Electric companies, I mean, that's a whole bunch of customers. I'm just saying. I've been in other companies where they get paid 12%. Wakana starts you at 20%. 20% of the 527.16. Now, you do have to have at least, look at this chart, two customers to get paid. Now, you can be one of them. And more than likely, I mean, if you did 527, you got more than one customer. You might have 4 or 5 customers, including yourself. But my point is, you just can't do it by yourself. No, you can't just go spend $700 and some and get 527 CV and expect to get a raise. It's got to be you and another person. And then the company goes a step further and gives you a $50 product bonus that you can spend on whatever you want to. You send an email to support@wakana and say, I've got a product bonus and this is what I want. Now, of course, they're going to double check and make sure you ain't just pulling their leg, right? But either way, you get to use that product bonus for whatever you like to. I use it for things I'm going to use to give samples to people, to give away product. And when you have these parties and stuff, you didn't have to spend your money. Now, when you do 1,000 or more, 1,000 up to $24.99, now you get a raise. Look at that, 1,000, 2562 CV. Now what is that? 30%. You see what I'm saying? The more you bring in, the more you get paid. Now you got to have a minimum of 5 customers, and you get a product bonus of $100 to spend like you want to. Another example. This person did 2429.80 in one calendar month, 2429.80. Somebody think. What was that chart again? The next level is 2,500, and they did 2429. They're 71 CV away from getting a raise. Oh, no, too close. Too close to leave money on the table. This should not ever happen in your life, because you should check that CV. I said the 28th, you should have been checking it on the 20th. I check it every week. Sometimes I check it every day. But you go to your website and you look for it and you see where you are on your CV. And then you figure out, okay, what do I need to get? Okay, but Dr. Ross, how do I know what to get? How do I know what the CV is? I thought you'd never ask. Let's go. Didn't mean to stop sharing, just meant to switch, okay? Because I don't want to get so excited I forget to share. So tell me, somebody, if you don't see nothing, because I get to moving fast. So now I'm going to any product. I'm going to any product. Let's go to our #1 product seller that's always in the top 3. It's not in the top. Sometimes it's not #1 because we got this flat belly lifestyle that's kicking butt, but it's always up there. Our pain cream. Click the details of the pain cream. Scroll past the ingredients, the benefits, the directions. And as a matter of fact, y'all know this pain cream doesn't break the blood-brain barrier, right? So anybody can use this even if they have drug testing. Yep, it's not going past the skin to the urine, all of that. But here you go. Okay, take a look at it. All this, go past it. Retail sales, save, and there's an I here. Put your cursor on it. What does it say? 35 CV? What did I need in my example? 71. So that would be, I need 3 of these because 2 of them would be 70 CV. That's not quite enough. I need 1 more. But if I have customers that use pain cream, then I'm finding out, is anybody out? Or maybe I'm going to buy some for myself for whatever reason. But I'm not going to let 71 CV stop me from getting a raise and getting up to the next level, right? And then here's a free, and you can go here and just develop your own cheat sheet. So you don't have to check this every time. Take a look at what the CVs are of the things that you're selling the most of. Look at tinctures. Tinctures, the thing, the drops that we put under the tongue. The hemp MD, this is our strongest CBD. What am I going to do? Look at the details. Click the details. Past the ingredients, the I, put my cursor on it. Don't have to click it, just put your cursor on it. What does it show? 100. Bam, that's done. Do I know anybody? Do I have anybody that's using the Power Hemp MD? Well, I'm just saying, if I'm 71 points, I'm buying me some Power Hemp MD, guys. I'm just saying that's the way it's going to be, but I'm not going to let that stop me from getting 71 CV. All right? So don't let this happen to you. That's the point. Here's the last example. 5,081. This is a real example. Somebody did 5,000 in one calendar month. That meant they got 40% of that 5,000. And they got $500 in product bonus to spend. And there are some times when our leader, our CEO, she will say double product bonus. Oh my God. Just recently that happened. And people got $1,000 in free product. And again, you got to send an email to support at wakanda.com and let them know what you want to get for your $500 or your $1,000, whatever the case may be. But then, there are customers I have, and they buy from me month after month after month after month. And I offer them the opportunity to say, hey, you purchase from my website all the time, and you refer a few people to my website. But how many of you think if they had their own website, they would refer more people to their website than yours? I mean, they love you, but I'm just saying. Well, guess what? They can have their own website, and now you get the overrides. That's called retail overrides. That means when they go to your website, when somebody goes to your website, you get 20 to 50% of the CV. But when they go to their website, they might know people you don't know, or more people than you know, and you get 15% from their website. And then if they share it with somebody who shares it with somebody who shares it with somebody who shares it with somebody, 7 levels down, you get 5% and 2% and 1%. Now, if you came in as a millennial or stimulus, you only get 2 of those levels. That's why it's to your advantage. Once those levels start filling up, now you need to upgrade so you can pull in those other levels, right? So how does that look? You signed up somebody and you get 15% if they get a website. But as long as they're on your site, it's 20 to 50%, determined by what you do in any calendar month. Now, in this example, you see one person. All you did was talk to one person who came into the business with you, and now they've got a website, and they told one person, and they told one person, and they told one person. So doesn't it make sense to tell another person to keep talking till you find another person who sees this the way you see it? Because all of a sudden this thing takes off and it becomes a snowball effect, and there's no limit because it's cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. It's called make money while you sleep. It's called wake up in the morning, look in your back office, and somebody's been shopping at your store, or somebody's been shopping at somebody's store who shopped at somebody's store. Come on, do you understand the magnitude of what we have here? It's amazing to see this take place, and you can be on the beach, you can be in Jamaica, and you're still making money. How do you find out? Who's your best friend? Data Viewer. Because not only did it show you what's taking place on your personal level, but all those other levels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this example, all the way down to 7 levels. Level 1 is everybody you personally sponsored. Everybody you personally introduced Wakanda to. Level 2 is everybody they, multiple people, introduced it to. And level 3 is who they introduced it to. So in this example, you're seeing level 1 is 11,000. That's a bunch of people that the person sponsored them to. Maybe 40 people. And in 1 month, on all of their websites, added up together, it came to over $11,000 in CV. And then they did the same thing with other people who did it with other people who did it. And all of these totals is an accumulation. And look at this. Oh, I dare you to pull out the calculator. They got 1%, way down there at the bottom, of $60, 2% of 2,000, 2% of the 900, 5% of the 4,500, 5% of the 67, the 9,700, 15% of the 11,000, and don't forget, 40% of that 5,000. And with that extra $500 in product bonus, if you tally all that up, that equals 50%. That's serious paycheck right here in 1 calendar month. Don't tell me you can't make money here. And then let's take it another step further, because now somebody else has a website other than you, so you kind of started building a team without you even trying. That's what happened with me. I wasn't trying to build a team. Somebody wanted their own. God bless the child who's got his own. Somebody wanted their own website, and now they became a dispensary owner, and they either purchased the $9.98 or the $2.19, or they became a wellness coach now. And you earn what we call quick money. I call it fast money because it gets paid weekly. After a 2 week in the hole, Once that hold is over, now if you did it every week, it's every week. And every time that $9.98 is sold, you make $200. Bam. Every time the $219 is sold, you make $40. Bam. Every time the wellness coach package, you make $150. Bam. And then when they do the same thing, you get overrides. 50, 50, 15, 15. Do you see this? And even for the millennial package, the same thing. The same concept keeps happening over and over again. There is no limit. And don't forget, every single one of these persons has a website. So the same time you're making the 50-50 one time, you're making that website over and over and over again. For the crown jewel and for the millennial, 40, 20, 8, 8, 4, 4, over and over. And it just keeps on happening, guys. It just keeps on, and everybody's got a website. So you're making cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Do you see all these different streams of income coming in? And even with the wellness coach package now, we've added another stream from the wellness coach package. That's why our revenue keeps going up, because we keep bringing in other things that cause our revenue to increase. And how do you find it all? How do you keep track of it all? Who's your best friend? Data viewer. But now, when it comes to dispensaries, it's no longer CV. When a person buys a dispensary, crown jewel, full crown jewel, half down crown jewel, when they buy the millennial, the stimulus, the coaching package, they're becoming a dispensary owner. So now it's called points. Points earned, PE, not CV, PE. Why is PE important? Because you got to have PE, points, to rank. Oh, what's ranking? That's another stream of income. And when you talk about ranking, now it's no longer solo. Now it's a team sport. Now it's all about what you and your team accomplish together. So there's a difference. Points earned versus CV. Now let's talk about the difference. Because in your back office, sometimes it's called UVV. UVV is points, but every time a product is sold, every single product has a point related to it. It's dollar for dollar. If it's $1, you get 1 point. If it's $300, you get 300 points. When you have dispensary sales, millennial stimulus, they pay $219.95, you get 219.95 points. The crown jewel, they pay $998, you get 1,000 points. The half down, you get half points. CV. CV is related to your product sales, right? Or packages, any of the packages. And this is just a snapshot of some of those things. Some of those have even changed, because the Hemp MD is 100 points now because they reduced the price a little bit. But also know, whenever there's a discount on our website, you know, we say 10% discount on the whole website. Well, you also get a discount on your CV. Okay, so don't get upset. Oh no, I didn't get enough CV. No, there's a discount on the whole website, so your CV gets discounted as well. Ranking is important because now it develops another stream of income. We have rankings in our company. They start at Pearl. Pearl is 2,000 points. What is that? You joined the company today and you bought the $998. So that gave you what? How many points? 1,000. And then you signed up another person, and they signed up the same way you did with the $998 package, and they've got 1,000 points. You're a Pearl. Now, here's the catch. It has to happen in the same calendar month. You can't do it one month and then they do it another month and you get upset. I thought I was a Pearl. No, it's got to be in the same month. So it doesn't have to be the $998 and $998, because I just showed you, you get points from product sales and dispensary sales. It could be 5 people who got the $219, or not 5 people, that would be 1,000 points, a little over 1,000 points. And then it could be a lot of product sales from those websites. But it's all of you together The easiest way to do it is 998, 998. When I joined Wakana, I had a meeting, big meeting in Houston. 10 people bought the 998. That's 1,000 10 times. What is that? 10,000 points. So that's how I got to Sapphire in 30 days. So there are people that have broken that record since then, for sure, right? We got people doing it really, really fast. But I'm just kind of showing you the quick way. Now, is that the only way? Absolutely not. That could be a couple of jades. You know, that could be 5 times 10 is 5 pearls, 5 people that hit pearl. See, because ranking is not about you. It's about helping your team. Because anybody that hits diamond in our company, diamond 1 star, any of these other rankings, but I'm just using diamond as an example. Diamond 1 star is 100,000 points. What is that? With your whole team. So that means that diamond on their team has some pearls, jades, sapphires, rubies, and some emeralds. They've helped somebody to make some money. Everybody has hit some kind of rank, right? So if you're a diamond 2 star, you've got some diamond 1, you got a diamond 1 star on your team, and some emeralds and some rubies and some sapphires and a whole bunch of jades and pearls. So it's all about helping everybody to get to the top. Why is that important? Because you want a piece of this pool. I love, love, love the wealth pool. Because again, I always say, this is something that our company did not have to do. They did not have to offer this available because I've just showed you some money. But 4% is set aside every single month from the revenue of the company. It's set aside. And when you hit these numbers, 10,000, 25,000, 50,000, 100,000, with the help of your team, you are a ranking, sapphire, ruby, emerald, or diamond 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star. Now, once you become a sapphire, you are a sapphire. Once you become a pearl, you're a pearl. Any rank, you are that. But to get into the pool, you have to hit the numbers that particular month. It's every month. Then you get the shares from the pool. 3, 10, 20, 40, 60. Now, how much is a share? It's determined by the revenue of the company and how many people are in the pool. That varies. That's a variable. But the beauty of this is our revenue keeps going up. So you want to keep getting in the pool. I mean, my goal every month is to get into the pool. It's kind of like, you know, the man that was at the pool of Bethesda. You don't want no excuses. Get into the pool because you want to get a share of that pool. If that share is $100, a sapphire made an extra $300. If that revenue, if that pool, the value of that revenue, if the value of that share, if the value of that share is $1,000, the ruby just made an additional $10,000. You see that? And then when you hit diamond, they have their own pool. So they double dip from both pools, the crown jewel pool and the diamond pool, and they get a share of 2% that's set aside every single month. But there's some rules that you have to follow. All of this has rules because even if you hit pearl, you can't do it by yourself. That's the main rule. If you just get that, you can't do it by yourself. You can't just come bring bulk load of money and go to the top of our company. I've seen businesses and companies that do that. No, you can't do that here. You've got to help somebody else. A pearl has to have, there's a 75% rule. So let's say you got 1,500 points. Well, somebody's got to have 500. That's 75% of 2,000. And it doesn't have to be you. You could have the 500 and somebody else could have the 1,500 and you still hit pearl. Jade, there's a 60% gap there, 60% rule. And sapphire starts a 50%. Let's dig into this because when you hit sapphire, which is 10,000 points, then you've got a 50% rule. But let's just say, here's an example. This person wants to hit emerald, okay? Well, in this example, they have 5 people that they personally sponsor. So see, that's why I'm saying you want to personally sponsor people. You don't ever want to stop looking for new people to personally sponsor. You don't only have to have 2. The minimum is 2, But get that out your spirit. Don't even think about the minimum. Just keep reaching for people that you want to personally sponsor because you want to help people. You want them to be a blessing. You want them to be blessed, right? 5 people here in this example. Don, Philip, Sandra, Manuel, and Cassandra. Look at how much they had. Now, the 50% rule says that to reach emerald, or to reach, if it was even sapphire, because that's where it starts, I cannot count more than 50% of the amount that I'm trying to reach for any one person. In this example, it's emerald. How much is emerald? 50,000. What's 50% of 50,000? 25,000. Does anybody have more than 25,000 points? Yes, Don does. So that means I can't count all of Don. Now I'm going to get paid on all of Don's points, but for me to hit emerald, I can only count 25 of her 27,000. So when I recalculate, because when I first added this up, it totaled 52,000. I'm thinking off the top, I'm emerald, right? But when I recalculate Don's 25 and add the rest of them, it totals 50,000 exactly. So this person still did hit emerald under the 50% rule. So great job. But when you get to diamond, there's another rule. It's called the 1/3 rule. Now, the minimum people that you need for diamond is 3. You can go to the top of our compensation plan with only 3 people that you personally sponsored, but you need those 3 people working all the time. So that's why I tell you, don't ever think about the minimum, because life happens. Somebody could get sick, somebody, anything can happen. They can get discouraged. All kinds of things happen. So don't ever operate in the minimum. Go on record that Dr. Ross said, don't operate in the minimum. Keep bringing in new blood. That's the way Phyllis says it. Okay, so you want that 100,000 that you're trying to reach. That's a diamond. So here's an example with 6 people. Now, what is the 1/3 rule? What is 1/3 of 100,000? Let's go round it off to 33,000. Does anybody in this example have more than 33,000 points? Yes, Don and Philip. Because if you add this up, 82, 45, 12, 5, 9, 8, 6, 5, and 4, 6, that's 160,400. Woo! Somebody said, I'm a diamond. Really? Are you? Because Don and Philip, we can only count 33,000 each. Let's re-add. When we recalculate, now it totals 99,400. That's not diamond. So that means this person is 600 points short. You heard me say before, this should never happen. This should never happen. There's no way you're going to let the month pass and you creeped in there and you got 600 points short of getting diamond. You didn't hit it? No way. Because you know why you didn't hit it? One, because you didn't talk to your best friend, data viewer. Secondly, because you don't realize if you're 600 points short, somebody else is short. Somebody else may be 50 points short of hitting pearl. Somebody may be 100 points short of hitting ruby. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's teamwork. So you've got to go to who's your best friend? Data viewer. And now you're not just only paying attention to yours, but you're going to go here and click somebody else's ID number. Now, you got to be concerned about somebody else. Instead of putting your number, you're going to put their number here, and put the beginning of the month to the end of the month, and put their dates. I'm sorry, put it here, the beginning of the month to the end of the month, and click go. And when you do that, you will now see their bottom number. Because if that number there says 4,500, that means they're 500 points short of hitting jade. And you don't want that to happen for them. You say, well, they should have checked it themselves. No, they're on your team. That's when you're concerned about somebody other than yourself. All right? And then number 6 and number 7 is your car allowance and your free trips. That's what happens when you become a diamond 1 star. on to Diamond 5-star. That continues to increase as you hit that 100,000 month after month. You have to hit it every month now. You don't just get the car allowance just because you just get the car allowance. And then free trips. We have trips all the time. People are getting ready to go to Jamaica, and we got the Ruby trip that's coming in Las Vegas. Trips that you do not have to pay for. And let me touch on this because we're coming close to October, November, when the founding member is going to open up again, where people can become founding members. And for those of you that may be on here who are currently founding members, don't forget this, because if you're a founding member, you paid for a certain number of shares, right? You're getting a piece of 1% that's set aside every single month. You're getting a piece of it. You're not getting the 1%, but you're getting some shares. Now, maybe you just only bought one share. You only paid for one. But guess what? When you work your business and you hit Pearl or Sapphire or Ruby or Emerald or Diamond, your one share increases for that calendar month. So no longer are you getting one share for that month. You get 3 shares, 3 times whatever the value of the share is. The share might be $5 today. See, this is built for legacy, ladies and gentlemen. Because whatever our share is today is not what's going to be tomorrow, next year, 3 years from now, 10 years from now. Wakana's here to stay. And don't talk about when we go global. So this is building for legacy. This is the leaving an inheritance for your children's children. If you got 4 shares like my husband and I do, we got 5. We got 5 shares because we got 4 in one account and 1 in his account. So we got 5 shares. That means every time we do Pearl, Sapphire, Ruby, those shares increase. So let's talk about the 4 shares. 4 shares. If I hit Sapphire in any calendar month, the numbers, I'm an Emerald, but I don't hit Emerald numbers every month. That's just me being transparent and real. I don't hit Emerald numbers every month, but I darn sure try to hit Sapphire every month because that gets me in the pool. So let's say if it's 10,000, then that means my 1 share turns into 6. And then I count my other 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 shares. What happens when I hit Ruby? 1 turns into 8, 9, 10, 11. So it pays to work your business, especially if you're a founding member, you get an increase in shares and that's paid out quarterly. All right, let me stop sharing. Any questions? Questions. Tenica, I see your mouth moving. Are you talking to me? You're muted. If you are you talking to somebody else or are you talking to me?
No, you, Dr. Ross. So much information, I'm confused.
That's why you got to keep coming back. You can't get it all in one sitting.
I know I have been, not
I understand. But you're here today.
Thank you for inviting me today.
Yes. Ask anybody. They keep coming and the light bulb turns on. One day it turns on. I'm going to tell you when it really turns on. When you see money back in your e-wallet, it turns on.
I never made any money since I joined.
I know, because we haven't been able to work it yet. So you got to get some time. It's going to open up for you, though.
I'm a lot now because I'm not working.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do it.
Okay. I'll be
Yes. Any other questions?
And Dr. Ross, this is the last year for founder shares?
That's what they say.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Thank you, Dr. Ross.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you guys something. I was thinking about this today real quick, and then we're going to go. And I just want to show you this because every now and then I look at our website and I see something I hadn't seen before. I'm like, wow, look at that. Hey, we're always getting a little new stuff. And I often am trying to look in my downline. See, when you start building a downline, sometimes the person who sponsored them kind of sloughs off and doesn't start working, and you may find a go-getter down in your team. So a couple of things I want to show you right here under the My Team. Just make sure you know this in case anybody doesn't know it. Somebody turn your mic off. I mean, mute your mic. Maybe Terica, I don't know if it's you. Mute your, because I hear some noise. Go to My Genealogy. And maybe everybody knows how to do this, but I just want to just make sure when you go to your My Genealogy, sometimes when you have a new person that joins, you may not know how to get in contact with them. You may not know their phone number. You may not know their email address, because if you weren't introduced to them by their sponsor, they could be sitting there. Okay, but here's the thing about it. In the My Genealogy, you can see your whole genealogy way down. It keeps going and keeps going, right? But if I go down to any name here, and if I go and click their name, for those that may not know this, look at there. There is his email address and his phone number. Now he's 1, 2, 3 levels down, right? And maybe his sponsor did not introduce me to him, but that way I'm always sending them some information. I'll introduce myself. So I'm just saying to you, because you never know who your go-getter is going to be. It may not be the person you personally sponsored. So take a look at all this stuff we have at our disposal in our back office. And that was under My Genealogy, okay? Then you also have Downline Report. Here's a way to pull up a whole report of what's going on in your organization. And if you go to My Downline Report, let's say you want to get all of your customers, then you would go where it says View here, change that to Customers, and then down here where it says View Specific Level, put 0, because you can't get everybody else's customers. They don't give you that information, but you can get yours. So 0 is your personal level. So now I click 0. And let's say I wanted my customers from, I'm gonna go all the way back to 2019, because that's when I joined. And the company started in April. I had my first meeting in May the 20th, up until the end of this month. Put those dates in there and click Run Downline. Look what it does. Bam. It shows you every customer, 7 pages of customers, right? And then I can even scroll over to the right. You see that bar at the bottom? And I can change this export to CSV. That means I can turn this into an Excel sheet. I do this quite often. I update it. That way you can have your customers, your contact information, their phone numbers, their email addresses. That's what all this is right here. You can do it online. You don't have to go to Excel, because if I click this phone, it shows me their phone number. If I put it on the email, it shows me their email. And what is this third one? Oh, it shows me their address. Okay. All right. So I wanted you to see that. And there's so much under My Team. There's the leaderboard. That's how Minister Mooney was talking one day when he saw Frida McDuffie on the leaderboard. Some of y'all may have never looked at the leaderboard. So the leaderboard shows you who's in the rankings as distributors enrolled. Dr. Pat, Phyllis Nash, Bernadine Kirkland. Oh, I'm on there. Shannon, Dr. Rita. And then if you look here under distributor sales, it shows you the rankings of that. Distributor sales, boom. And then it shows you customers enrolled. It shows you that. And then it shows you customer sales. It shows you that. I dare y'all to go here and look at it. It'll make you say, hey, I want my name on the leaderboard, right? Income earners, bam, there it is. Okay, so that's how Minister Mooney knew that Frida was up there at the top of the leaderboard. Say, who is this person, right? And then your customers, there's your customers. Under customers, my customers' orders, who all your customers are. Just know that you've got all this in your back office. And when your customer calls you and asks you, where's my order? Just go to your My Customers' orders. And if you don't see it, put their name in there. You can search by their name, or you can just look here if they're recent and see, and the order number's here. And when you click the order number, look what it shows you. The order number. And down here in the middle, their payment information, shipping information. That's what's important, is the shipping information. And you can click track, and it takes you straight to see when it was shipped. If they tell you I haven't got it, and it says it was shipped on a certain date, tell you somebody stole your product. No, I'm just teasing. No, but you're able to let them know where it is. All right. Let me stop sharing. Any questions? We've got everything. Go back there and play in your back office. It's all there. And if you play with it and still can't figure something out, come back here on a Saturday like this, and then we can go through it and answer a question that you might have. But you got to go and click around. You won't break it.
Thank you, Dr. Roz. That's awesome.
All right, all right. Now, next Saturday, we won't be here next Saturday because I'll be in Monroe, Louisiana. And but we'll be here the Saturday after that. Any questions?
Nope. That's my question about what is chat.
Ask any questions, any questions, any questions. Do not leave with a question.
You will send out reminders?
No.
Sure. Oh, I'll send you a reminder.
It's a busy life.
You're welcome, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Hey, Miss Bell. Hey, Regina. Hey, Theo, Dr. Theo. Any other questions, anybody?
Thank you.
Hello, am I available? Okay,
I can hear you, yes, yes.
Oh, wonderful. Can you please tell me again, what does the chat stand for? I know T stands for tag and C stands for connect, right?
Choose, C stands for choose.
Okay.
That's choosing the 10. H stands for
Yes.
hello,
Uh-huh.
and A stands for add.
Add, haha. Okay, all right, fantastic. Working on it, working on it, working on it. Okay.
That's the adding the people to the Facebook page.
And so, okay, so you can just add anybody. I mean, whether you feel
Long
like
as-
you have a close relationship with them or not.
Yeah, it's not who Coach Dan, he's a doctor, says it's not who you know, it's who you get to know.
Ah, I like that.
So yeah, but they do have to be your friend on Facebook now,
Sure. Yes, yes, yes.
even if
Okay.
even if they're not your friend.
Right. But some kind of way they connected to me on Facebook. So
They said yes, yep.
okay, fantastic.
My husband, he says he doesn't have anybody on his Facebook page that's not his friend. He got to know him. So I don't have to know him. I don't care. This is my business. I'm working my business.
Yes, because you don't know every customer that comes in your store.
No. Ooh, that's good.
So okay, all right, cool.
Right.
All right then, and also I wanted to ask, how do we go about getting samples? Like if I want to take samples to an event, is there a designation on the Wakanda for Life website that specifically states samples?
Yeah, we do have some sample packs now. We have sample cream. It says sample. It's several sample creams already done in sample form. And we have the gummy sample pack.
Okay, I just joined as Crown Jewel. I mean, it seemed like I just joined, and I got a sample pack of something, but I don't see creams in there. And so I'm trying to prepare for an event. And Dr. Betty told me that there were sample sizes of different things. And my
Just those
husband,
two things. Just those two things of the cream.
Oh,
Of the cream. Well, I mean, maybe she might be calling the tincture sample pack, but what I do for a really event when I need to do it, I've ordered little vials from Amazon.
oh, and you fill those yourself.
And I fill those myself. And I ordered little round things like you do in the cosmetic section
Sure.
and put cream in there, use a spatula and put cream in there. But we now have sample cream packs, but you only get so many of those. So if you need more than that, you can create your own samples.
Our family has a thing that we kind of get together from multiple states sometime during the summer. And so I know different people have expressed to me things that they're concerned about, hair growth or aches and pains or whatever. And so I wanted to give them something and kind of give them a little, bit of interest and say, here's my website. And so, we can't talk about it now because we got 500 people here from family, but this is something I think you would be interested in. So I'm trying to figure out how to distribute in a little way.
So a couple of things that I would suggest. One, make your own sample packs. That's the reason why you work your business, so that you have some product bonus available for you to be able to order some things with your product bonus. I'm guilty of giving away a lot of stuff. I do. If somebody needs something, I tend to give it away to them. But the other thing is, you can know which videos to send them, because a lot of times people don't have to test the product if they learn about the product. So we got videos regarding the hair that that Doris Mosley, our trichologist, has done. So you need to be able to have access to those. Well, hey, okay, we can't talk about it right now, but I'm gonna send you this video. Check it out.
Okay, cool. Yes, that's what I'll do. I have one of them. He claims he's a chef, so I'm sending him the garlic thing, the garlic seasoning package.
Yeah, and send him if you can know how to access that YouTube page that I was talking about. Look for Wakana. What is it called? Wakana Infusing. And it's got every time Shannon King infused something on our Monday call.
Yes. Okay. Because I watched her do several recipes. She's phenomenal.
Yeah. So if she did the tacos, like this last week, she did a baked potato, and when chefs see that kind of stuff, that inspires them.
Okay. Fantastic. I'll do that. Thank you very much.
And I think Dr. Rita did a teaching on cooking with CBD. I think that was way back in November during Thanksgiving time.
That was before my time. I'm still running to catch up.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Any other questions? That was great.
Thank you. Recipes.
All right, everybody good? Kathy Appleberry. Can you unmute and talk to me? Because I have never seen your name before.
Hi, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, I joined about 2 months ago, so I'm fairly new.
Okay.
And I joined under Dr. Kim.
All right.
And I'm in
Awesome.
Dallas, Texas.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Wakanda. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
I'm down the street from you. I'm in Houston.
Right, and I'm there a lot, so I'm gonna have
And I'm in Dallas.
let you know when I'm in Houston.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's hook up. Let's some breaking bread or something in dialogue. Absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. You don't have any questions, right?
Yeah.
See, is that CJ Bell? A CL. I can't see. They put some glasses on.
CL.
How are you?
Good. CL Bell in Dallas. Yes, we spoke
Oh,
earlier.
you're in Dallas too. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Deep Town in the house. All right.
All right.
I'm so sorry you all didn't make it to the finals. Just messing with you.
That's okay. She joined a couple of months ago. I joined a couple of months before that, but we gonna be there. We gonna be there.
Okay, all right, fantastic. So yeah, definitely, if y'all are in Houston, hit me up.
Well, we both in Dallas. You in Houston, but we
Yeah,
got
but she
we
said
got
she
Gigi,
comes to
though.
Houston.
We
Oh
got Gigi.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's my girl right there.
I
Yeah, we
got what
taking.
you're saying about the finals. You're talking about the Mavericks, right? I caught that.
That's all right. Houston didn't even get there, so don't, I ain't got nothing to say, really, right? No, yeah, no. Me and Gigi, we taking Texas by storm.
Right. Yes. I know her. I've been in contact with her as well.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, good job, everybody. I don't know who Galaxy A03S is.
That's my tablet.
Oh, that's your tablet. Oh, okay. All right.
Downloaded tablet.
Okay, fine, fantastic. All right, well, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great Memorial Day weekend, everybody. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe.
You too.
All
Thank
right.
you, Dr. Roz.
Thanks, Lisa. Always. Regina, Miss Pat, Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.